All right, so hey everyone, welcome to the stream. And today we're going to be diving into Reactor and looking at designing a ambient synth. So ambient generative synth. So I'm going to start off. We're going to open up our version of Reactor. I always like to show from the beginning how we start off to create the sounds that we do. And we start off by opening up our version of Reactor. There's three different sections. One is the play section, one is the patch section, and one is the build section. We are going to dive into the build section. And when we do, we open that up and we bring in the modules that we're going to need. We're going to need a node in module. We're going to need another module called a clock module. The node in is our MIDI sequencer and MIDI input module. The clock is a drive module for time and rhythm. And then we're going to need another module, which is going to be our 8-step. That is for pitch variations. And then finally, we need an oscillator. And we're going to choose a wavetable or sine wave for a smooth texture. And for this one, I think we'll just stick with a sine wave. Then we're going to bring in an ADSR envelope. And finally, a VCA voltage controlled amplifier, which is for our dynamics. Then finally, we're going to need a mix 4. We're going to bring that in, and that's going to be to our left and right speakers. And finally, last module we'll need is an LFO. So I think we have the basic components of our modular generative ambient synth that we're going to build. And now it's time to connect them up. And I'm going to start connecting with our pitch. And we're going to connect that to our gate. Oh, not our gate. Our gate. No, we're going to connect our gate to our pitch. That gate is going to go into our VCA, and our VCA is going to connect to our pitch. Then we're going to connect that VCA connection out to our left and right ports. Our LFO will be in a modulation port of our oscillator. Because we're using steps you can sing here, you can hear the sound now. If I'm going to turn up the volume, we should be able to hear something. Oh, we forgot one connection, our left and right out to the speakers. And we have that now. So finally, we're going to connect everything to the step sequencer. So I'm going to remove the pitch, send it through our sequencer, connect our gate inputs for our rhythmic input, and connect the E-step sequencer out to our pitch. So now we should get, I'm just going to turn up my modulation depth. We should get, once I turn on the clock, we should get some sound coming through. So we do. You can hear a pitch. And we need our gate signal as well. There we go. Now it's coming through at normal volume. We can change our pitches. And we can play with our sustain. And to create a little bit more of that evolving modulation, I'm going to add some LFO movement to our patch. And I connected that to the wrong port. It's supposed to be into the mod port. There we go. And now we're getting a little LFO movement the sound's not just rigid. And then we're going to add a little saturation to our sound and slow down the attack a little bit. And I'm going to add in some distortion and possibly some delay. So we'll go down to our racks, blocks, primes, blocks. We'll go into our round section. Let's add in some delay. And a little bit of distortion. And finally, I think I'm going to add a little bit of reverb on this. And the order is pretty much totally up to you how you want to organize your blocks. But today we're going to put them in and get a pad sound. Okay. Let's increase that sustain like a pad. Okay, let's just connect this back up to our pitch and see. Gonna remove the pitch input. increase that modulation depth a little bit on the LFO. That speed, actually, I like it at 0. Let's turn up the pitch. Okay, let's reconnect it to our 8-step. Oh, we want the gate connection to be to our 8-step, and then there we go. We got more of a patter sound. Just increasing that release a little bit. Or we can drop it down. Or decrease the steps. Or change the pitch a little bit. Let's add in a little frequency modulation. And there we have it. We got our working patch together, and something that you can use in your productions. So let me know how this works out for you, and keep sound designing, keep creating, and I'll see you in the next live stream. Peace out.